The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Play action now. Mills swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he works free. Skirts by him at the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed him, it would have been a long night.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw it out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head, might have caused him to drop it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away.
Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've been
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hardy set to return. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Well, they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points.
From the 6.
going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Dolphins at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Looking to pass. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Tua
Uses the stiff arm.
and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tua to throw again. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Tua on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
Tua sets up to pass it. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Tua going to throw.
That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mills.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 12-yard line. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They run. It's Kamara.
He's got room past the 30.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Tua now on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one is caught. It's Moore.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now out comes Houston. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and small. Brandon Cooks, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on 1st down.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mills. He finds McKinnon, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Again, it's Mills. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Final play of the half, Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
Time over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He goes once again right back to Hardy.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here's Mills.
It's hauled in by Hardy. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Tua now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
Getting credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. That's Byron Jones breaking up that play before it could really get started.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. On EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
first down throw for Mills.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mills to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
78 yards.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know. Just get it. It was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mills now. Cooks on the quick slant. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, Mills.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Mills. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mills again. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going with a big fullback, wide. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Derek Watt. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now defensively. First timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 48 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, he finds Moore. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final time. So talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll run it with Kamara. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense taking over again.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
And here comes the Texans now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Waddle now to return it. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps. They can.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understand